Hi, my name is Sheila, and if you recognize my face, that means you've probably been looking at the PPassion video that has been distributed so broadly on the web. I did not create that content. I did not know I was being filmed. This was done to me as revenge porn by a gang of men and women at Lifetime Fitness Center. And the managers at Lifetime, Brian Latham and Billy White, are a part of this because they lied to the police and would not tell the police the truth about what happened with these thugs who verbally attacked me and bullied me and then stalked me in the gym. It started with a black man who later one of the staff members said was gay. And the staff member, whoever that was, told Billy White that, and Billy told me that. But it started with this black gay man who basically verbally attacked me for no reason. I was minding my own business on a bench lifting a barbell a month and a day after I joined Lifetime, and this man attacked me verbally. He made fun of me and ridiculed me and said horrible things in front of the whole gym floor to make a joke of me. Why, you might ask? You'd have to ask him. I don't know. But I think he did it because he was trying to impress the little teenage white boys who were huddled around him watching me exercise. And I think he did it because he wanted their attention. I think he did it because maybe he wants to be a woman. I don't know. Only he knows why he chose to attack me. But when I went downstairs and told Billy White, the gym floor manager, that this had happened, we went up that day and searched for him. Little did Billy or anyone else at Lifetime know, I've been visually impaired for 40 years, since I was in my mid-20s, and I suffered through a very difficult illness that left me with this visual impairment. That means I don't see everything the way that other people see everything, and there are deficits in my sight that I cannot control. I did not let that stop me. I spent 38 successful years in corporate America, many of them in New York City and others of them in New Jersey and in other southern locations, including Tennessee. So I worked for 38 years very successfully, and no one ever knew I was visually impaired. But I am, and I will be until I'm no longer on this planet on the right side of the grass. So this guy attacked me. We searched for him that day. We could not locate him. We could not locate him, I believe, because he changed his attire. I described him as cornrowed, small in stature, small in body build, with a jersey on that looked like a Lakers jersey, gold and purple. And Billy White, months later, told me that he found the guy. He knew who he was because he looked at the video that Lifetime uses in their club. And when I asked him why he never spoke to him, he told me it was because his staff member said the guy was gay and he wouldn't do that. Well, he had already done that. He did it to me. And because Billy White never reprimanded this man and never spoke to this gay man about his behavior, that emboldened him and his friends to start stalking me. When I unfortunately had a wardrobe malfunction weeks later, they were stalking me and filming me without my knowledge or consent. Anyone who says she knew is lying to you, because these black men are pissed off that I filed a police report when I heard months later that there was a video of my private parts floating around Lifetime with the friends of the black men who did this to me. What happened next was these men decided they were going to use this video in order to push me out of Lifetime, and they started stalking me. So these two men, the gay man and the black dark-skinned man with the glasses, who were always together at the gym, they started popping out and shouting, "I saw her, you know what." And they did it every time I was at the gym for 2 weeks. I gave them a chance to stop. I never said anything to them. I thought this nonsense will end. I was 64 years old when all of this happened. 64. Retired already for 3 years and loving my life. Well, these men then decided that they were going to stalk me out of the gym. And when I reported that, and Billy White was able to determine that yes, they were stalking me, I'm sure he saw that plenty of times on video, those men were banished from Lifetime, supposedly. Lifetime never told me anything officially, but I heard that many times from the people who were gossiping at Lifetime about the situation. By that time, of course, my reputation was ruined. People knew about this video, and it's supposed to be me. I don't know that it is me. I've never seen this. I don't know whether it is. But even if it is, how horrific is that people think that's funny? Well, these men then decided they were going to take this and ruin my life. And the girlfriend of one of the men who was involved in the filming, who was there when it happened, she went ballistic. She was constantly shouting at somebody else at the gym. She never spoke to me. She never came to me and asked me why this happened or if I knew why this happened. It's called a wardrobe malfunction. And because of my eyesight, I often misread, especially with new people, I often misread what may be happening in a situation if I don't know the people, because I don't know what their facial, tics and behavior sometimes means. I don't always interpret those things right because of my visual impairment. But frankly, I don't really look at most people when I'm exercising. I try to look up at the monitors. I try to look outside if there's a window nearby. The out of doors, if it's bright outside and sunny, helps my vision. So I exercise with gusto. Exercise for me is fun. I love being as healthy as I am at this age. I love that time, that's me time at the gym. And I've always exercised with a real love for it, a passion for it. I'm not one of those people who hates going to the gym. I love going to the gym. But for me, the gym is about me. It's not about everybody else. I don't care who else is there. I'm not looking at anybody. I'm not looking for anybody. I want to enjoy my me time at the gym. And I want to feel my muscles work well and like the body is supposed to. I'm not ashamed of my body. And nobody's going to make me ashamed of my body with a video. This false narrative that these people created was not created by me. It was not created with my knowledge, but I will not hide from the world because of it. I am a strong, confident, intelligent Black woman. I am proud of the life I have lived. I am proud of who I am, and nobody with a revenge porn video is going to take my self-definition away from me. If this happened to your sister, your mother, your grandmother, your aunt, your niece, your daughter, wouldn't you want someone to be a decent enough person to help get this taken down? That's all I'm asking for. The women who were involved in this, there was a trio of them at Lifetime that hung together, and the one who was fighting mad, but she would never speak to me about what was going on. She actually was a major player in this because she and her other two friends decided that they would secretly film me again with my New York Yankees baseball cap on. And yes, I've heard people talk about that. And the reason that I know that there were multiple videos taken is because of all the talk in the background. You see, I wasn't wearing a baseball cap on the day that I had the wardrobe malfunction. And the reason I know the day that I had the wardrobe malfunction is because of men talking. Because one of the men who filmed me later shouted in the gym, I saw her whole, you know what. I immediately went downstairs on that day when I had the wardrobe malfunction, and I told Brian Latham that I'd had it. And I know it was Brian Latham because that's the first time I learned his name and he learned mine. So I know the day that this happened. And I came home and I ordered some no-show leotards on that day. So I've got the Amazon receipts to prove that. So I know the day that it happened. I didn't know, and I told Brian at the time, I don't know how much maybe showed through. I don't know how bad it was. I have no idea who the people were who were around me, but could you take a look at the video and let me know? what you see. Brian Latham never did anything. Lifetime completely failed me. They completely failed to protect me the first time when I reported being bullied and sexually harassed by the gay man, and they completely failed me the second time when I told Brian Latham that something bad must have happened and I needed his help to figure out what it was and how bad it might have been and who might have been around. They did nothing. The only time Lifetime came through was after I suffered through 2 weeks of stalking by this gay man and his buddy. So I know the women filmed me with the baseball cap on, and I know the day that I had the wardrobe malfunction, I was wearing a black headband and a lot of my hair was gray. Because at 64, a lot of my hair usually is gray, unless Miss Clairol is involved, and I've done some dyeing. So in any case, I'm asking for help now. I'm asking for help again, and I'm giving more details about this situation because I continue to be bullied and harassed and stalked by people I don't know, mostly men and boys, who clearly are way too enamored of this video. I don't know whether that's really my body. I know it must be my face because people I don't know recognize my face everywhere I go. But I'm asking for help, and I'm willing to pay that $5,000 without any hesitation for the help. Any information that is exchanged between me and the person who gets the reward will remain completely confidential. If you live locally, I can even arrange a cash drop once I get the link. So please think about what you would want someone to do if this horrible thing was done to you by a gang of thugs with nothing better to do than punish someone else for their own bad behavior, because that's what this is about. And for those who think that I'm going to fold and leave town, that's just not me. I love myself too much. I respect myself too much. I care too much about my family and friends who are here, and I'm not going to be run out of town by a false narrative in a video. Thank you for your time.